Got some curious turkeys out here today. Anyway, okay. Let's talk about goals. I always try to shoot for more than I know I can achieve. So like if you finish up your goal for the day, hey now, if you finish up your goal for the day, you can play around and come up with you're pretty much done at that point. But if you don't, you can watching this turkey walk closer. He's coming right up here. But no, if you set more goals than you can actually achieve, you're always able to keep going. All right. Now have an end goal in mind, but if you meet your goal for the day, then you're like done. I meet my goal. I'm done for the day. Well, maybe you got like 3 or 4 hours. You can actually keep going on a further goal, but kind of deal. And then also you can play around with short-term goals and then long-term goals. And he just freaked out. Yeah. He was like 3 feet from my window. I was going to show you guys here real soon. But yeah, he's walking up. He got all curious. Anyway. But yeah, get some goals going on here. And always be moving. Like I got like 12 things on the back burner right now that are planned for this weekend. I always try to like when I'm listing stuff in the eBay store, I'm always going way more. If I finish this up, maybe I'll get to this, and if I finish that up, maybe I'll get to this. But my goal is this kind of deal, and real life happens. Maybe you don't meet that. The other deal is maybe you do, but you always want to have like, well, if I actually do finish this goal up earlier, maybe I can move on to this kind of deal. And then you got like long-term goals, and then you got like long-term goals, and then you prioritize those. What has to be done, what has to be done this weekend, what doesn't have to be done this weekend, what can be moved around, kind of deal. But yeah, you always want to be moving towards those goals, and real life happens. Things aren't going to happen all the time. It's just simple as that. Stuff gets in the way, and the important thing there is you don't stress, but you still want to meet your goals and still throw in areas for distractions and all that. Because distractions happen. You can be crazy, stupid, hyper focused on something, and you still might not meet the goal. Sometimes distractions help. Sometimes they clarify your head, and then you come back to it and you get a new perspective on something. Not always, usually not. I'm going to go with usually not there. Usually it's best to just hunker down, finish up whatever you're going into. But at some point in time, your mental like gas tank's going to run out, and you're going to start making mistakes if you keep going at that point, throw it into car terms. If you run on fumes, you're going to start backfiring and cause damage. So like, same thing with anything. You'll start making mistakes, I guaranteed, if you keep going at that point, because you're out of gas. And at the very least, maybe you got to take a little break, get something to eat, and come back. Or, whatever. Maybe you got a distraction, you come back to it. But make those goals flexible. Because if you got I'm going to do this today, and you get that thing done, great. But if you don't do anything else after that, I mean, I don't want to say it's time wasted, but it's potential wasted. Because you could potentially be working on another thing on top of that, reduce that, and then maybe that's your goal for tomorrow is to do this thing tomorrow, and you actually are able to finish up a quarter of it today. Well, then now you only got about 3/4 of that to do tomorrow, and then you're able to do the next thing and keep on going. Before you know it, you got a whole day, or maybe something gets in the way and you got to throw an urgent goal in there kind of deal. But yeah, just plan out your goals and like plan your goals out. Make them realistic. That's a big one too. Make them realistic, but always be flexible with them. Be flexible with your goals. Otherwise, you're going to come to a point where if you're dead set, I'm doing this today, and if it's a priority, yes, move everything around, finish that one thing, but then you can move on to the secondary ones. So like, keep those, always have secondary ones. There's always secondary goals. Always secondary goals to do. Always things that has to be done on the back burner. But, you just prioritize what matters and what isn't. You just got to be flexible with things. So yeah, there you go, folks. It's getting darker out. The lighting here sucks, but whatever. It all works out. I don't edit these things, but yeah, there you go. See you, folks.